Have you ever wondered how you can convey leadership and confidence with just a text message? If you feel like your conversations aren't leaving that lasting impression, this video is for you. Today, I'll show you how to use words in an assertive, charismatic, and subtly seductive way to create genuine attraction. And yes, this can make women completely drawn to you. In this video, you'll learn how to master the art of communication, taking your messages to the next level. Imagine being able to create a powerful connection without seeming forced, all while showing leadership, and doing it with just your phone in hand. You're about to discover the secret behind the combination of confidence and charm that will transform your conversations. So, have you ever been in situations where the conversation just fizzled out? Have you ever felt unsure about what to say to impress? If so, stick with me, because I'm going to show you how to fix that once and for all. Have you ever wondered how some text messages can spark so much desire? It seems almost magical. A simple phrase, and suddenly the interest grows, the attraction intensifies. But the secret isn't magic. It's in how you convey your leadership, confidence, and seduction in every word. While many men waste time on small talk, you can use this medium for something much more powerful, creating a connection that engages her mind and body. Most men fail by trying to impress with empty words or exaggerations. But what if I told you that by being assertive and charismatic, you could turn the game in your favor? The key is in how you guide the conversation, subtly and strategically taking control. Once you learn to master these techniques, your messages go far beyond simple texts. They become an irresistible invitation for her to get closer. And the best part, you won't need complicated words or fancy techniques, just the right posture. Now, imagine her reaction when she receives a message from you that not only shows your confidence, but also makes her feel something much deeper. The kind of text that, even without saying everything, provokes, intrigues, and makes her think about you for the rest of the day. Curious to know how to do that? Let's discover the secret. Confidence is the foundation upon which every effective leader builds their presence. Imagine walking into a room and people automatically respecting your opinion, even before you say a word. This happens because they sense an unshakable security in your behavior. To cultivate this type of confidence, it's not just about believing in your abilities, but also conveying that belief through your posture, tone of voice, and daily actions. When someone is confident, they don't need to force their assertiveness because their decisions and words already carry that weight naturally. Think about how this could apply to your work. Instead of trying to convince others with long arguments, your confidence in what you do is reflected in the clarity and brevity of your communication. A practical example? Try cutting your meeting times in half. With this, you demonstrate control over time and the situation, showing you know exactly what you want to convey. Charisma is also built on this confidence. A person who knows what they're doing and expresses themselves with clarity and presence naturally attracts the attention of others. It's not about being the funniest or most eloquent, but about being so comfortable with who you are that others feel comfortable around you. This contagious confidence is what sets great leaders apart, and over time, this characteristic transforms into a true intellectual seduction. When a man walks into a room with confidence, he automatically draws attention. Confidence is magnetic. It's reflected in his posture, the way he speaks, and even how he occupies the space around him. For a woman, this security demonstrates maturity and stability, naturally attractive qualities. A man who knows what he wants and conveys that subtly makes a woman feel like she's in the presence of someone trustworthy and secure. Assertiveness is equally crucial. Knowing how to steer a conversation directly, without beating around the bush, but with lightness, is an art. Imagine being on a date where, instead of trying to please at every moment, the man is clear about his interests without being rude or overbearing. A practical example of this is when he knows the exact moment to give a sincere compliment or make a decision, like choosing a place to go without hesitation. This shows leadership and seduction in action, making the woman feel like she's with someone who knows what they're doing. Lastly, charisma and presence are essential ingredients in seduction. Genuine confidence sparks charisma, and that charisma translates into an engaging conversation, a disarming smile, and a gaze that shows genuine interest. It's not about being overly funny or constantly trying to impress, but about being authentic and having presence. This makes the woman feel at ease and drawn to that energy. True seduction happens when a man can express himself naturally, showing who he is without needing masks. Charisma is a powerful weapon in the art of seduction. A charismatic man doesn't need to speak much to be noticed. His energy speaks for him. The secret lies in how he connects with the people around him. In the context of seduction, charisma is what creates that initial magnetism, attracting attention effortlessly. Whether in a casual conversation or a more intimate setting, the charismatic man knows how to keep the woman's interest alive just by being authentic and attentive. Part of that charisma lies in the ability to listen. A man who knows how to listen, who asks relevant questions and shows genuine interest in the woman he's talking to, exudes silent confidence. That's because he doesn't feel the need to dominate the dialogue to impress. Instead, he creates a comfortable atmosphere where she feels valued. This in itself is a subtle form of seduction. Another expression of charisma is the ability to turn simple moments into memorable experiences. Whether through an engaging conversation or small gestures, like choosing a different place for the date or suggesting an unexpected activity, the charismatic man always surprises. He knows how to balance humor, intelligence, and presence of mind, creating a unique connection that sparks curiosity and desire. Assertiveness is the perfect balance between confidence and respect, and in the context of seduction, it can make all the difference. An assertive man knows exactly what he wants, but more importantly, he knows how to communicate that clearly and directly without being arrogant. Instead of beating around the bush or trying to guess what the woman wants to hear, he calmly expresses his intentions. This type of posture attracts because it shows that he's in control of both himself and the situation. This assertiveness can be seen in small actions. For example, when planning a date, the man who already has a clear idea of what he wants to do, who suggests it confidently and doesn't fear rejection, shows that he's not afraid to lead. At the same time, he's flexible and knows how to listen to the other person's opinion, adjusting plans if necessary but without losing focus. This ability to make decisions without hesitation is a trait that women generally associate with security. When a man is assertive, he avoids the guessing game, which is highly valued in any kind of relationship. This brings clarity and a sense of transparency, which is attractive in itself. He doesn't get lost in indecision, doesn't hesitate to compliment when appropriate, and also isn't afraid to set boundaries or express his preferences. With this, he creates an environment of mutual trust and respect, making it clear that he knows what he's looking for, a decisive factor in seduction. Presence is one of the most subtle and powerful aspects of seduction. When a man has presence, he can capture a woman's attention without needing big words or gestures. His mere way of being, positioning himself, and moving conveys confidence and makes him stand out. Being truly present in the moment creates an almost instant connection. And this kind of connection is what makes the difference between an ordinary date and an unforgettable one. Part of this presence involves knowing how to read the situation and adapt his behavior. A man with presence knows when it's the right moment to say something funny or to stay silent, just listening and observing. He is attentive to what's happening around him and, especially, to the woman he's with. He isn't easily distracted, and with that, he conveys an energy of security and tranquility that naturally attracts. Lastly, presence is perceived in body language. The way he moves, how he maintains eye contact, the subtle gestures he makes. All of this communicates, without needing words, that he's comfortable with himself and the situation. This sparks interest and creates a space where the woman feels captivated because he shows that he's completely focused on the moment, and that is extremely seductive. True mastery in the art of seduction comes when a man can naturally combine confidence, charisma, assertiveness, and presence. These four pillars, when used together, create an irresistible aura. Confidence is reflected in his posture and the way he expresses himself. Charisma is what keeps the conversation engaging. Assertiveness ensures that he communicates his intentions clearly, and presence makes the woman feel that he's entirely focused on the moment. Imagine a scenario where the man leads the date with confidence, knowing what to say and do without forcing the situation. He knows how to compliment without overdoing it, Choose the right moments to step forward or step back, and always with a touch of humor. All of this is done so authentically that it seems effortless, almost as if he's improvising, but in reality, he's using these qualities strategically. An example of this is when, in the middle of a fun conversation, he pauses, looks into her eyes, and asks a question that makes her think. This kind of interaction is unforgettable. When a man masters this combination, he creates a unique experience. Women don't just notice, they feel the difference. He becomes someone they remember, someone they want to spend more time with. It's this subtle balance that makes seduction much more than just a game of words. It turns into a true connection, where both can express themselves authentically without pressure or unrealistic expectations. Confidence, charisma, assertiveness, and presence together create a magnetic field that naturally attracts. Now that you know the secrets to expressing leadership and seduction through text messages, what's stopping you from applying this today? The confidence you project through your words and the way you guide the conversation have the power to completely change the course of an interaction. Have you ever thought about how many opportunities you might be missing by not using these strategies? The question remains, are you ready to be more than just an ordinary message? Are you prepared to stand out and make her think of you even when you're not talking? If the answer is yes, it's time to put this knowledge into action and see the results in practice. If you enjoyed these tips and want to keep learning how to step up your game, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Have you ever thought about being able to attract any woman you want just through text messages? There's a secret that all women keep to themselves, a mental trigger that activates in their minds when you send certain specific messages. I teach all of this in an ebook, and I'm leaving it as a gift for you in the first pinned comment on this video. It's not free because I put a lot of work into creating it, but it's almost free since the price is ridiculously low. Cheaper than a snack. Go grab your gift now. And how do you create sexual tension? Did you know that just by mastering this skill, you can get any woman into bed? All you need to do is create the right sexual tension, and the result is almost immediate. Let her imagine what it would be like for the two of you in bed, and watch her attack you like a jaguar goes after its prey. But don't worry, this is a long subject, and I've taught it in this video that's on your screen. Click there, and I'll see you in the next one.